Vegas, everybody!
Oh, yeah. So I need that crying Irvin Cowboys tee. That makes two of us, Tina. Makes two of us. All right. It's time for Game Theory, presented by Microsoft Surface. Cynthia Freeland returns. How do you have Derrick Henry sitting out affecting your Saints-Titans?
It moved it in way more the Saints' favor. I already had the Saints winning by 2 prior to that, but now it went up to 4, 27-23. Saints win this one. Michael Thomas, who could be chasing history, probably will happen next week per my model. 9 receptions, 101 yards in the touchdown. Still wide receiver #1. And you know what? It's entirely possible that he could go over it now. But, you know, look, it's already the #1 projection, so you can't get higher than that.
I'm sure on occasion he has outperformed your model this year.
Yes,
so,
it never projects over 100 yards. So, yes, yeah.
Now then, it appears Michael Irvin isn't the only person on the set wearing green who thinks the Eagles are winning today. He chose them as some sort of reverse jinx. You have them as your upset of the week. Your model says Eagles win this one.
It's like a 51%. It's kind of a coin flip either way on this one, but I have 24-23. It's, like I said, 51% of the simulations. Very close in this one. Miles Sanders, though, is one of the keys to the game. He's projected for 89 scrimmage yards, a touchdown, with 3 receptions, making him running back #12. If you look to see what the Eagles do, they kind of sneaky run the ball more than when you close your eyes and just think of them.
Right.
So Miles Sanders, big day today.
Well, you intend to be right by choosing the Eagles. Irvin's getting very upset that his pick of the reverse jinx might be wrong.
Or maybe I just want the T-shirt.
We'll get you one. Your penultimate lock of the week is Doom.
Lamar Jackson, Ravens 30, Browns 18. I have Lamar Jackson projected for 251 passing yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 55 rushing yards, and probably a touchdown on the ground as well. That's 3 touchdowns in the projection. My model is kind of in favor of thinking that the Ravens will play him a lot this game and maybe not so much next week. So kind of get that MVP campaign in the can and move forward.
It looks like a nice crisp day there in Ohio as well for that big game. That's Cynthia Freeland's Game Theory presented by Microsoft Surface. Let's get some final reporter whip around conversations going, starting with Mike Garafolo in Philly. Mike?
Rich, when the Eagles faced the Cowboys in Week 7, they started fumble, dug themselves a hole early that they could not climb out of. So the emphasis today against Dallas is not only to start fast on offense, but start safe. No early turnovers. Now to Jane Slater.
Hey, Mike, this has always been a storied rivalry, but it definitely has a playoff feel this year. It was Sean Lee, a Pennsylvania native, who said he cautioned his dad against wearing Cowboys gear here because there's a 50-50 shot he might get in a fight. And it was Jeff Heath who said this is one of those rare places where a 90-year-old woman will throw you the bird. And I'm not talking about the mascot. Now to Kim Jones in Cleveland.
Jane, Sheldon Richardson said the Browns' goal today, give Lamar Jackson his worst game as a pro. We'll see. The Ravens, with a win, clinch the #1 seed in the AFC. Now to Tom Pelissero in East Rutherford.
Kim, Le'Veon Bell took the field about 10 minutes ago, shared a hug with former Steelers teammate Ryan Shazier, as well as Coach Mike Tomlin, even shook hands with General Manager Kevin Colbert. A warm welcome, as predicted, from the Steelers, who have bigger things on their mind now. They can move one step closer to a playoff spot by beating Bell and the Jets. Here's Tiffany Blackman in Nashville.
Tom, Titans receiver A.J. Brown has emerged as Ryan Tannehill's go-to guy. He's got 4 touchdowns in the last 4 games. And when I spoke with him this week, he told me the QB receiver bond is built on trust. I'm building trust every time I catch the ball. And one other note, the Saints recently signed corner Janoris Jenkins. He is active today. Rich?
Okie dokie. So let's pick this one. Am I going first on this one? I'm going Fleur de Lis. I'm taking the Saints. Of course you are. Steve.
Yeah, when you don't have Derrick Henry, he's a beast. Remember you used to do that segment, he's a beast. Yes. Well, Derrick Henry's not playing, and so some of their play-action pass won't be as convincing. Saints for me.
I'm with you. I'm going Saints. Saw them on Monday night. They were rolling. They need this one to keep in the hunt. I'm going Saints.
Irv, did I hear you muttering, of course you are, when I chose that I'm going with the Saints?
Of course you are.
You want me to take the Titans minus Derrick Henry so you can try and catch up?
You do. No, and I just want, remember, Rich, just remember when I said that, when I put it on the board and I said the Titans will lose out, you were like, oh, I don't think so. This is the second loss on the lose out.
I guess I'd rather be right with the picks chain than what you're saying. Saints, according
but
to
I do
Cynthia
like their
Freeland.
triplets. They do.
Irv. Oh, what do you got?
Oh, my
Mike
God,
Tomlin
man.
and Le'Veon Bell exchanging.
But
I can't believe you left us.
Yeah, and I got him,
can.
man. But I'm still taking Mike Tomlin and that defense of the Steelers to even go into New York and beat the Jets.
Kurt?
You know, I'm going with the Jets. Jets. I like the defense up against those young quarterbacks. They're going to stop the run. They're going to force them to have to win it through the air. Want the big game from Sam Darnold. I'm going with EJ. My little guy EJ and the Jets.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. They're too good on defense, and they're going to just be loaded up. Lev Bell's going to see a lot of black and gold at the line of scrimmage to stop him.
You think they're waiting to hit Lev Bell?
How like you mean it, Kurt?
That was a good one.
Yeah.
You are alone.
Arthur would have been proud of you.
Cynthia Freeland's projection. Yeah, man, I'd love for the Jets to win one for Lev, but he's flossing.
Rich.
Juju's back and flossing.
You should do that, Rich.
I could. My kids are much.
These gift exchange. What's the worst gift you've ever got, and what's the best gift you ever got?
We do a little gift exchange with the big guys, and before the limit was what it is now, I remember I was the last one in the exchange to pick, and I got a blue jacket.
Just a plain blue jacket.
Looked like it might have been used as well. Shout out to Josh Walker, but that wasn't one of the better gifts in the room that week.
Again, it's amazing. It's amazing how the Packers have played this year and how under the radar they are at 11-3. And Aaron Rodgers is a GOAT in his own right, certainly up there in Green Bay. I know what I'm talking about with Favre too. And yet, everybody's like, okay, prove it. Still prove it. You saw that the Vikings are in the playoffs. The Rams lost last night. Who goes first? Do I go first on this one? I'm taking Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay to wrap up the North on Monday Night Football in Minnesota.
I am too. Matt LaFleur's done under the radar, quietly. 11 wins this year in his rookie season.
I know, we're all enthralled by the Saints in the NFC West, and nobody's talking about Green Bay. And by the way, that's Aaron Rodgers, and the other Aaron got totally snubbed for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Aaron Jones.
that's why I'm
I
taking
know. I
him.
mean, and you just look at the situation. You said Minnesota has to win this game. I mean, it's just in their house.
Delvin Cook.
I know, and they've got all the issues, and they're the better team, I believe, across the board. But I'm going Packers too. I got to see Kirk Cousins once again. I got to see him do it in this moment against another good player fighting for something. I'm going.
Go ahead, Irv. Go ahead, Irv. Go ahead. Do it.
Just do it.
Go ahead, Irv.
I want to switch to the Vikings. Switch to the Vikings.
A lot of
I need to make some strategic choices here. I'm trying to get back into this thing here. So, yeah, let's take the Vikings.
Okay, there you go.
Boy, that's two. If I can get those two, I did 3 today.
What do you got on Oakland Chargers?
I'm going to go with the Chargers to win that game. I just think things are falling apart in Oakland.
There's a lightning bolt, Kurt.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chargers too. I mean, how do you know what you're going to get here? 7 more interceptions? I don't know, but
There's going to be a ton of Raider fans down here.
I know what you're going to get here. You're going to get a bazillion Raider fans over there at the StubHub Center.
Yes. It's going to be Indignity Health Center.
Oh my God, it's going to be. I'm going. I got a strategy here too. I'm going with the Raiders. Yeah, Rich, I am.
Okay.
Is that a change? You had the Raiders all along, Steve? Go ahead, Hal. Go ahead, Hal.
All along means nothing. It's what we say.
Go ahead. He always puts it on backwards. Huh? He always put it on backwards.
There's
the label goes in the back, Steve.
Yeah.
The label goes in the back.
I love him, man.
Fantastic.
That's my guy, though.
Oh, Kurt's lone wolf and the Bengals. God bless you, man.
Come on, Andy
Bengals
Jones.
and Jets being lone wolf.
Believe in Andy Jones.
Baby. Irv reverse jinxing his way, and people, Irv.
It's always under the bill.
No, that's
over in Miami. I didn't use the Dolphins. Ravens over the Bengals. Doom, 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 doom. My doom, doom of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Irvin.
Wow.
Okay, yes, the draft order. Big day for the draft order. Look at all those 3-win teams right there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
People could put on get top 10, all that sort of business. Yeah, I guess I'm.
The Bengals got this thing locked up.
I got to readjust my mic here. Bell, punt on. Come up here.
Come on, look at that standings. Irv back on top, huh? Irv, doom, right to the top.
That away, doom.
This, you know how Kornheiser has his whole concept is this show stinks. This segment really does stink.
This is a great segment.
Well, hold on a minute. This
that.
is my new Santa Mooch shirt.
Doom.
They know I love this segment so much. There we go. Doom.
Looks good on you. Matches your
Everything we usually do here is
what do you got,
the
Irv?
best over the best. I look forward towards this week because it's the weekend where the Bengals are at the Dolphins. Those two are playing. So I'm going to take my doom will be Dolphins over the Bengals. The Bengals, you get the #1 pick. Doom.
I like it. So much still riding in the NFC, especially in the NFC West.
Yes.
So got Cardinals against the Seahawks. Seahawks at home. I'm doom. The Seahawks. They will be my lock of the week.
All right, so since we teach nothing in this segment, it's all about
you eat everything. You eat
it's all
everything.
about
Teach
the
people
food.
what food is from.
So this is what
location.
shrimp cocktail, right? So when we go to the combine over in Indianapolis, we always go to St. Elmo's and eat some shrimp cocktails. So I'm taking the Colts
Really?
over the Panthers, doom. And who would like? You're not getting any of this
That's
because
all right.
you were dissing
That's
these
all right.
shrimps.
No thanks.
Huh?
Shrimps.
By the way, like you don't go to Steak and Shake first.
I go Steak and Shake.
Eat those burgers.
St. Elmo's.
All right. Where's my camera?
I usually
for
go
this
to Steak and
silliness?
Shake too.
Hi, everybody. My name's Rich Eisen, and I don't like this
We
segment.
have a T-shirt.
Come on, give us a doom.
I have a T-shirt. I'm dooming the Ravens, and I'll tell you this too: Ravens are going to 4 touchdowns.